Hello everyone, this is Brick Horizon here with one of my newest LEGO MOCs. This is the Imperial Ambunaut, and it briefly appeared in Andor Season 2. Andor has been incredible for the LEGO MOC community because it has introduced so many ships into canon and so many new designs that not everyone has been able to design them all. This is slowly changing though, as I am making a lot of Andor MOCs, and if you've seen my previous videos, then you should know that they are some of the best out there. This is no exception. While there aren't many angles of the Imperial Ambunaut, I was able to find some and make this as accurate as possible, especially while trying to get all the details in. Before I get into the features, I noticed that this kind of looks like a dog head, and another person pointed that out on Unbreakable too, so even if you're not a Star Wars fan and just want a futuristic robot dog head, then this mock would still be perfect for you. Enough joking around, one of the first things that I started working on was angling the windows in the front. While I don't usually like to make opaque windows, I couldn't really find any other way, especially with the angles I was trying to get and the even more unique way of getting them. There is a ball joint connection on the inside and it comes together right about perfectly. While you can't actually see out the sides, I still wanted you to be able to see in with the transparent pieces on the top and the front of the window. Even if you can't see through all of the windshield, I still want you to be able to see through some of it. There is also a seat for the pilot, however, it may be difficult to reach once you've finished constructing this mock. The sidewalls have a very unique angled brick approach to get the white stripe, and I noticed this design cohesiveness between this model and the Imperial troop transport I recently made. There's also another variant of this vehicle which I had previously left out, but I will be making another short for it, so stay tuned for that. Back to the ship itself, the next thing I worked on was the angling of the sidewalls. On the insides are regular bricks and some Technic so that this would be a very clean build and let it have as much detail as possible. One of those details is this part in the front. I wouldn't know how to describe it other than some sort of generator. I really like the shape and unique placement, and especially how I was able to get the interesting details in. This piece on the bottom is actually one of the turntop tables, and the wires around it are just the 1x1 round bar studs. Above that are the eyes and the antennae. They aren't actually eyes, as they are just grills, but the antennae above them are very special. I knew that with its unique shape, I would have to use them. Sometimes inspiration can come in weird ways, as this is certainly one of them. The antennae further back were very easy to make, as they're just a regular piece, but I also wanted to have an extra bandle details, so I included them as ingots. I also made the hover stretcher that Luthen is carried on because I thought that this was an important part of the set. It's also able to fit inside of it, and I think it's very detailed, especially for its size and scale. For a while, I thought that the picture of the hover stretcher was the only way that I would be able to see the back of it, and that I wouldn't know what the actual hatch looked like. But I was able to find a new picture, and this led me to figure out how to make the back panels and the ramp. Originally, I tried to make the panels with simple wedges and an even more complicated brick-built approach, but that led to nowhere. Now, it is made with these bar pieces, and I have to say that this was the moment that completed the ship for me. In universe, this ramp doubles as a door, so putting a window there is definitely a unique choice. As soon as I saw the window, it reminded me of the U-Wing, specifically the new LEGO U-Wing and how they made the windows on the side of the ship. While not everyone finds the way that the door opens to be satisfying, the technique used for the windows were still pretty impressive. That's why this is made with the transparent blue panel pieces. Another small detail was the small lines on either side of the door. It's a very small detail, but I made sure that nothing went untouched, since there's a grill piece in this color that matches very closely to the show. This color in particular is kind of hard to come across, and often ends up being weirdly expensive, however this piece was not. So while this ship is definitely not given enough love, I think it's still pretty cool, and if you want to add it to your LEGO collection, then head over to my Rebrickable page. I make a lot of very unique LEGO MOCs, and especially forgotten ones like the pirate ships from Skeleton Crew, and plenty more to come. I also started a new Instagram page where I will be posting a mock every single day until I catch up with what I have here on YouTube. So if you want to see that and some more sneak peeks at the next mocks, then give me a follow at Brick Horizon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.